guys, it's Mad God here. I'm doing a little bit different video today. Instead of doing my montages, I decided to do a lance guide, and hopefully this will help you out. So yeah, I'll be going over the basic combos, each individual move, and its plus sides and downsides, and when to use it. So yeah, let's get started. First move I'm going to talk about is neutral light. It's a very good move for punishing dodge-ins. If they like to dodge in, you can just throw it out there and usually hit them with it. It's got decent startup, a little bit of active frames, and not too bad recovery. You can kind of just throw it out there without worrying too much most of the time. Alright, next move is side light. That's your combo starter. Comes out pretty quick and combos into a lot of moves. It's got pretty low recovery as well, so don't be afraid to use it. Next, we'll talk about downlight. That's another good move for punishing dodge-ins. It does a good amount of damage. It used to do more, but they nerfed it recently. But it's still good. Low startup means it's easy to catch people with it. Alright, now we got your down air, which is another good string starter. It's pretty quick. They recently nerfed it, so it's got a little bit more recovery on miss, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's a pretty quick move overall. Next, you got your side air, which is a good move for starting strings, and also has pretty decent startup and recovery frames, though it's got a little bit of active frames if you miss, so keep that in mind. Next, you got your neutral air, which is good for punishing people who approach from the air. It's got a pretty quick startup and pretty low recovery, so don't be afraid to throw it out there if your opponent likes to be jumpy. You can catch them with a lot. The thing to remember about it, though, is the hitbox is actually the flame trail, not the lance itself, so keep that in mind. Next, you got your ground pound, which is pretty good force on it. You can get a lot of gimps off the edge with it, but it's fairly slow if you start up high, so keep that in mind. Don't start too far up, or you probably will get punished. Next, we got your recovery, which you can hold to go farther. The nice thing about the recovery is it's very good for getting back from when you're off the stage, as long as you do it far away from the stage. If you do it up close, you're liable to get it interrupted and wind up getting gimped, so try to use it far away from the stage if possible, because it's got a really predictable trajectory. It does have good force. It's good for getting knockouts, and it's got a combo with side light that makes it very easy to get knockouts at high damage thresholds, so keep that in mind. Yeah, let's get into some of the basic combos. For most characters, you have side light and a neutral sig. The only exception is Vrax. He has to jump gravity cancel neutral sig. The thing about Orion and Sir Roland is that you need to be fairly close when you start the side light for it to be a true combo. Otherwise, if you do it too far away, it doesn't hit, so keep that in mind. Next combo you got side light into recovery. It's a good kill option when they're in high damage thresholds. Then you got side light into side air, which is good for continuing into strings. You got side light into down air, which is another move that's good for stringing with it. Then you got side light into neutral air, which it's sometimes useful, but not as often as the other moves because it's harder to follow up off of it. But yeah, if you can hit it, I mean, it's not never bad to hit a combo. Just I would recommend the other combos over it. So yeah, those are some of the basic combos. Some other things I wanted to talk about in general is that Lance, a lot of times when you play it, you'll get called a spammer because a lot of the moves look kind of similar to each other. But don't worry about it because, I mean, even if you are spamming, it's their fault for walking into it, right? I mean, don't be afraid to take a little bit of flack from playing the weapon. It's a fun weapon, and the nice thing about it is that most people don't really know how it works very well. So that's why a lot of people have trouble fighting against it and think it's OP because they don't know how it works. So if you get really good at the weapon, you'll be getting a lot of wins with it because, yeah, people don't know how to face it at all. So, yeah, that's always a plus. And, yeah, other than that, I'll probably be doing some more guides in the future, probably on axe and guns, I would assume, because I'm pretty good with both of those as well. So, yeah, it's been my guide, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.